Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, there is a lot to go through. Obviously, the crypto market has pulled back significantly. I'm not really worried about that. Going to go over some trading view indicators, which I think are incredible. Earn Curve, my spot crypto exchange. Finally, I'm going to be able to test the multi-bot feature. That is coming up very soon, so we'll keep everyone updated on that. September usually is the worst month in the year for investing, especially now we're seeing this Forbes article even coming out saying there's going to be a massive shock. We've got Steve McClurg highlighting XRP's position in Wall Street, which I think is going to be enormous. We do have another price prediction. Everyone loves these. I love to have fun with it. I don't care if people start screaming and jumping up and shouting. We have fun with it. Anything is possible in this space. Gosh, people thought Bitcoin would never get to where it is today. Anything is possible, all right? Sui coin as well. You know, its growth potential. We're going to have a quick read of this article. Binance founder, legend, CZ. We've literally got the same hair at the moment. He's incredible, and he still sees this crypto space as early, and I completely agree. There are nearly 100 crypto ETFs, 100, and yes, my cleaner is here every day at the same time. It feels like the Matrix. He's a legend. I think you guys can hear him right now. There you go. I don't care. I'm still rolling. He's a legend, by the way, and we're going to go over some posts on X. It's pretty quiet. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that bell notification because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. Let me close my emails right here. Also, a little disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. My number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that. There you go. Click the blink of an eye. All right, so be careful. Do your own research. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. Things have been a little bit weird in this space. I will be honest with everyone. It's been very strange. But I will say that we have Charles Hoskinson right here. Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse joined the Fed Roundtable, which is incredible. Brad Garlinghouse. And they've confirmed that they have joined that crypto roundtable, which is interesting. And Charles Hoskinson confirmed XRP support is coming to Cardano's Lace wallet by end of 2025. That is pretty cool stuff. Yes, I did put this up yesterday on the community tab. XRP's $20 price target holds strong despite the distribution phase. I'm not worried about that. And again, I had the night off socials on the weekend. Sometimes we need a bit of a break because you just have a meltdown. Seriously, there's a lot going on in my world at the moment, so I just needed like a night off, and that does happen. But we have BlackRock stacking Ethereum significantly. This is from Arkham, which is incredible. Anyway, coming over to coin market cap. Let's have a look here and see what we've got in terms of total market cap. We've got $3.81 trillion, $144.11 billion in volume, which is interesting. The fear and greed index is at 39, which is in fear. And we are literally in the altcoin season at 54, which I think is incredible. There's been net outflows last week on the 29th because the market's open again Monday to Friday. Soon to be 24 hours, by the way, when it goes on the blockchain. Can't wait for that. Negative $285 million. It was $164 million out of Ethereum ETFs and $120 million out of Bitcoin. I just can't wait to see what's coming with, of course, the ETFs. Now, coming over to my personal watch list, I do share this in the Wall Street Bull University. Try to do it every single day. Sometimes I forget. I do apologize. There's a lot going on. Top altcoins in my portfolio. We have Kin, Electronium. What else have we got here, guys? Loopring, Kaon. I have no idea what the hell this is doing in my portfolio. I have to check where it is. XVG, Cardano, Ecomi or Omi, Polkadot, MetaHero, which is nice as well. In the let's have a look at the total market cap by prices right here. Bitcoin's at $109,000. There's a reason why it's dipped. Another whale has sold off, I believe, 2,000 Bitcoin. and a significant amount of Ethereum. They're cashing in. So we've got Ethereum sitting at 4,476, XRP's $2.83, Solana's at $2, I wish, 203, sorry, US dollars, Dogecoin 21 cents, Tron's at 34, we have Cardano with 84, 84 for Cardano, Chainlink's at $23, we have Sui at $3.32, Stellar's at 36, Hedera's at 22 cents, Litecoin 111, Polkadot $3.87, ICP $4.91. Gosh, I remember this being over 140 Australian dollars. I'm not kidding. VeChain still doing nothing for 3 years. I still love the project. That's cool. Supply chain and logistics on the blockchain, and the QR code where you can track where that item has been made, manufactured. It's pretty cool. Go look it up. XDC is at 8 cents and Quant is at 103. Still very low at the moment. Okay. Anyway, moving on. This chart on TradingView, it's really cool. It is the linear regression line, and the actual, I can see it here on the screen. Sorry, I'm a bit blind at the moment. Linear regression channel. Go look this up. It's pretty straightforward. I use this and an RSI indicator on TradingView. Not that I, day trade, but it's just pretty much, explaining to me where we're headed for Bitcoin. If I drag this down, pretty straightforward. This is on the weekly time frame, I will say. We're aiming for around about 200 to 225,000 US dollars for Bitcoin. All right, the RSI indicator is clearly, as you can see right here, when it starts to creep above the 70 line, which is again, it's been overbought, it's definitely going to have a pullback, which it has had. As you can see, it touched that 70 line. I don't know if you can see it right here. It has had a pullback, and we're slowly creeping back up right now. So we'll see where that goes. The RSI indicator is pretty cool for trading. Which is amazing. And the linear regression line is showing Bitcoin headed to that range. Now, again, if you come down to XRP, as an example, coming down here, $6 to $7 range USD. It's basically facing that right now. If I zoom in on the chart, sorry guys, let me just bring that down. You can see we're just breaking above that center line right there on a linear regression line. Okay, I'm not really big on technical analysis. I never have been, because I think it comes down to personal opinion. Some people claim that their analysis is, bullish and whatnot. Fair enough. That's up to them. But I like really simple indicators. So that's pretty cool. Sui as well, if I come back down here, as you can see, that's $6 to $7 range. Let me just bring it tighter in here. And you can even expand it out even more. $7.50 for Sui. It's aiming that way, which is incredible. Again, on the weekly time frame. And Ethereum, let's just have a look and see where we're at with this. Let me zoom out on here, guys, because it's a little bit tight, as you can see right here. And it's aiming between 4,000 to 4,200, which is interesting. So again, that one there is pretty stagnant. And again, that's got a lot to do with the ETF outflows, by the way. There's been a lot of money going out of the Ethereum ETFs as well. Anyway, pretty cool indicator. Go and have a play around with it. I think it's incredible. And you can see down here, by the way, on Ethereum, RSI is definitely touching that 70 mark, which you can tell it's going to have a pullback, which it is now. Pretty cool. Now, EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. Thank you for everyone that's signed up. We're now almost at 600 registered users, which is amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for those of you that have KYC'd, upload driver's license, passport, and a utility bill or a government-issued ID. That's very important. I don't want unsavory characters on the exchange. It's as simple as that. Coming into, of course, compliance, making sure everything's above board. There's new regulations that have come out in Australia in regards to, of course, digital currency exchanges. There's going to be big changes coming, so that's something that I have to work towards. It's a lot of work, guys, to get this to this point and to make sure it's all compliant, which I want. Now, again, just coming over to the bots. Again, I'm getting a lot of questions. One of the trades just got executed, which is pretty cool. The Octobot multi-bot feature is being tested by myself. I'm getting access to that early to make sure it's all good on my end. That's running multiple bots, again, on one account. As you can see, let me just come over to the settings page right here so you can see. If I go exchange accounts, I've got 3 EarnCurve accounts running at the moment. You won't need to do that once this gets launched, which is amazing. And you'll be able to trade all of your bots on one account. And I'm testing this hopefully in the next 24, 48 hours. I'm waiting for the Octobot team to give me the green light. Very, very exciting stuff. If I come over here, I'm doing this on my screen at the moment. Strategies, you'll be able to run all the crypto baskets on EarnCurve, which is long-term hold. It rebalances the portfolio. And of course, you can run all the DCA bots, top accelerator bots, this is what I'm really going for, of course, because of the ETF applications, the 100 of them. I'm going to run all of these bots. And I'm going to be adding, of course, some cryptocurrencies to the grid bots. Now, just coming back onto EarnCurve, let me just bring this up here on my screen. Okay, so obviously looking to add an XLM one. Of course, we've got the Cardano one, a Litecoin one, because there are ETFs coming. And I'm doing this for a reason, because the ETFs will, institutionalize what we're investing in at the moment, which is incredible. So, of course, it's, I'm not saying it's going to happen, and anything's possible, but from what I've experienced when Bitcoin ETFs got approved and the Ethereum ETFs got approved, you could only imagine what's going to come with these cryptocurrencies. Also, a Chainlink grid bot, XLM grid bot, Litecoin grid bot, might even add a Dogecoin grid bot. We'll see. So I'm going to add all of those with the Octobot team. So go register an account. All of the links are below. KYC. Big things are coming, guys. And also, I've been getting a lot of messages in regards to the allocation of the USDT. So you will be able to increase the tradable amount. So, there's limits on these at the moment in terms of also I should say minimums of 100 to 200 USDT. And that's only a requirement because the bot requires capital to place these trades. Okay. So there will be an adjustment to this so you can allocate as much capital as you'd like that's in your portfolio, which is going to be amazing. So, guys, I've been working for 2 months with the team on this. Go join up to EarnCurve. Almost at 600 registered users. It's amazing. Thank you so much for believing in my vision. It's been a mission to get to this point, and I'm really excited about it. I really am. I'm working my ass off at this point in time, and I will respond to your inquiries. If you have any, please feel free to email me. Go forth and do that, and I will get back to you, okay? Stay bullish on that. Bitcoin is braced for a massive September shock after sudden plunge sparked Ethereum, XRP, and crypto crash fears. The way I like to look at this when this stuff happens is, of course, the traditional Warren Buffett quote, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Not financial advice, but I mean, Warren Buffett did say that. Bitcoin has fallen sharply, dropping 12% from its August peak to its lowest level since early July. We're still up, right? Amid the stark warning that Bitcoin price could crash much further. I don't think so. And Bitcoin price plummeted towards 109,000 per Bitcoin after hitting an all-time high of 124,000 per Bitcoin this month. And again, an Ethereum, XRP, and other major cryptocurrencies to the tune of almost $200 billion, which is down. Now, as traders say that they're seeing surprising signs that Bitcoin price rally could be over, fears of the wider Bitcoin price and crypto crash are growing. Let me know in the comments what you think. I see it as buying opportunity. Now, coming over here to this article, Stephen McClurg highlights XRP's position in Wall Street. This is Canary Capital, I believe. And we can see right here, Stephen McClurg recently led a discussion on XRP's current and potential future role within the financial sector. He highlighted XRP's recognition on Wall Street, attributing it to regulatory clarity and liquidity advantages. Canary Capital submitted an application for an XRP spot ETF, which has not yet received approval from the United States Securities Exchange Commission. Industry experts, including McClurg, foresee a surge in market demand should the ETF be approved. The expected demand might align with substantial activity observed during the debut of the Ethereum ETFs, which it did. This scenario presents a potential shift towards greater adoption and application of XRP within institutional frameworks. Market feedback indicates positive outlook, sparking interest among various stakeholders. Why is XRP second only to Bitcoin in recognition by Wall Street? The regulatory clarity and years of liquidity set it apart. If a ETF is approved, demand could rival the Ethereum ETF's debut, which it will. McClurg noted, emphasizing the value of regulatory clarity. The industry awaits official responses, noting that previous successful ETF launches have led to liquidity spikes and enhanced visibility involved tokens right now. It's going to be amazing when these ETFs get approved. Now, we'll get to that in a moment, but we do have prediction XRP's $100 dream alive as analysts point to massive bank adoption. 100%. And we've got E-Grade Crypto, a fellow influencer, and of course we've got Andre Jick, I should say. Believe it or not, I got into dividend investing because I watched a few things and I became fascinated with it like 6 years ago. And then I started my own YouTube channel, and that's the rest is history, right? And again, he believes it's going to hit $100 because of the integration potentially with Swift. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's going to be significant capital moving across Swift. Anyway, Sui, again, growth potential. I've been bullish on Sui for a long time. Has one of more closely watched altcoins this year. After a sluggish first year, it staged a remarkable comeback, climbing above $5 before retracing the $3 zone. And of course, we've got decentralized finance, momentum, and ecosystem growth, which is awesome. Despite the hurdles, Sui has quietly built a strong foothold in this DeFi, or decentralized finance. Its ecosystem has exploded rapidly through integrations with Bitcoin-linked financial products and decentralized exchanges that have attracted growing user activity. These developments show that Sui is more than just a speculative asset. It is positioning itself as a platform for practical blockchain applications, which is incredible. And still, competition looms large. Solana, for example, dominates the headlines with a massive transaction volume and institutional traction, thanks in part to ETF discussions. It's all around the ETFs. And yes, we do have CZ. We have the same here. We're still early in this space. 100% we're still early. And again, the importance of innovative financial products and institutional partnerships as the next catalyst for mass adoption. And again, we do have the Genius Bill that came out. There's a lot of cleaning up that's happening at the moment in Wall Street. And you can see Zhao, Changpeng Zhao, or should say, emphasize that adoption, CZ, is not something that can be rushed. He argued that a solid foundation requires building liquidity and a user base gradually, beginning with a loyal core community before expanding outward. He's 100% right. Absolutely. There are nearly 100 crypto ETFs waiting. 100. Let that sink in for a moment. There was none of that in the previous bull markets. There was no institutions in the previous bull markets. I think we're going to see a hell of a lot longer cycle this time around. That's just my opinion. All right. There is no telling when these approvals might come from the SEC, which is frustrating. If at all, Grayscale filed an approval for its Cardano ETF in February and was initially told that it would receive a decision by August. This week, the SEC informed Grayscale that the decision would now come at the end of October. It seems like October is the main month, so we've got another month to go. All right. Is also seeking to approval to convert its 5 existing trusts into ETF structures. That's what they've basically done all along. The delay might be due to lack of personnel. The SEC has lost roughly 15% of its staff this year after the President Donald Trump administration offered buyout packages to all employees, getting rid of them. Maybe to fast track things, who knows. Anyway, moving over to X, let's get over here. Thank you to those 9,073 people. We've got Bitcoin closed August with a negative return of 6.49%. And again, will September flip green? Coming over here when we have a look at this though, August, September historically has been a low month. Just look at the last, since 2013, it hasn't been green in September, that's for sure. October though has been incredible. If you come to 2024, 23, 28%, October 10.7%. Let's come down here as well. If you have looked at 2018, it was 47%. So we could be looking at the end of October. That's fair enough. And Coin Bureau, thank you for this tweet. You're a legend. Bitcoin whale strikes again. The whale who sold 22,000 Bitcoin last week is still dumping Bitcoin and Ethereum. He just sold 2,000 Bitcoin and bought 48,000 Ethereum. What is that telling you? From 100,000, $642 million in 2017. He now holds 41,000 Bitcoin. That stash has now flipped 886,000 Ethereum, $4.07 billion. Wow. And again, I don't know if anyone, I don't like to get political on this channel, but this is unbelievable. They are bringing in a spare bedroom tax here in Victoria, in Australia. Let's see where that one goes, guys. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Go join EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. Register KYC, that's very important. Set up your 2-factor authentication. Get started on one bot at the moment if you can. That way you're set up ready for the multi-bots when they go live, hopefully in the next week or so. I'll let everyone know, okay? Peace out, bulls. Take care of yourselves. Any questions, just email me at the website, earncurveinvest.com. I'll get back to you. Use the links below, all right? And use the discount code for Octobot as well. Peace out, bulls. Take care.